One Monday morning at Crestview Bank in downtown Atlanta, newly appointed branch manager Emily Carter was on edge. She had landed a prestigious job and was eager to prove herself. Today, she believed, would be her moment to shine. As the bank bustled with activity, a middle-aged black man walked in, dressed simply in a plain shirt and sneakers. His demeanor was calm, his stride confident, yet humble. "Good morning," he said to Emily. "I'd like to deposit a large sum of money into my account." Emily gave him a quick once-over, her brow furrowing. "We'll need to verify your account first," she said curtly. "Of course," the man replied politely, handing over his account details. Emily glanced at the screen and froze momentarily. She leaned closer to the monitor, her tone growing sharper. "Are you sure these details are correct?" "They are," the man said calmly. "And I should mention, the deposit is substantial, $300 million. Emily's eyes narrowed, and she leaned back, crossing her arms. "Listen, sir," she said with a condescending smirk. "We don't tolerate scams here. If this is some kind of joke, I suggest you leave before I call security." The man's expression remained composed. "This is no joke. Perhaps you'd like to see my business card," he offered, opening his briefcase. Emily waved her hand dismissively. "There's no need. Scammers always carry fake business cards. You can't fool me. Do you think I don't know how this works?" Whispers filled the room as customers and employees began to watch the scene unfold. "I'm not trying to fool you," the man said firmly. "I'd just like to conduct my business. There's no need for this hostility." Emily let out a sarcastic laugh, pointing a finger at him. "Look at you, someone like you, walking in here, claiming to have $300 million? Do you think anyone would believe that? Get out of here." The room fell silent as a tall man in a sharp suit entered the bank unnoticed. His piercing gaze took in the scene, and he approached the counter. "What's going on here?" he asked in a calm yet authoritative tone. Emily turned to him, her face flushing red. "Mr. Bennett, this man claims he wants to deposit $300 million into his account. It's clearly a scam. I was about to call security." Mr. Bennett raised an eyebrow, his voice calm but firm. "And what makes you so sure it's a scam?" "Look at him," Emily exclaimed, gesturing at the man. "Does he look like someone with that kind of money?" Mr. Bennett turned to the man, and recognition dawned on his face. "Mr. Williams," he said warmly. "It's been a while. Good to see you." "Likewise, Mr. Bennett," the man replied with a small smile. Emily blinked in disbelief. "You know him?" she asked. "Of course I do," Mr. Bennett said, turning to the crowd. "Ladies and gentlemen, meet James Williams, the founder of Williams Enterprises and our bank's largest investor." Emily's face went pale. But, she stammered. "Let me make one thing clear," Mr. Bennett said sharply. "Mr. Williams isn't just a client. His investments are the reason this bank survived the last financial crisis. Without him, none of us would be here today." Emily opened her mouth to respond, but no words came out. Mr. Williams spoke up, his tone calm but firm. "I was hoping to keep this visit low profile, but it seems that's no longer an option." Mr. Bennett turned back to Emily, his expression stern. "Your behavior is unacceptable. You've been here for barely 2 weeks, and this is how you treat our clients? You're fired. Clear out your desk immediately." Tears welled up in Emily's eyes as she stood frozen, humiliation washing over her. She turned to leave when Mr. Williams held up a hand. "Wait," he said gently. Everyone turned to him in surprise. "Mr. Bennett," he continued, "I appreciate how you handled the situation, but I believe firing her isn't the answer. We all make mistakes, and this could be a valuable lesson for her. Give her another chance. Let her grow from this." Mr. Bennett hesitated, then nodded. "Very well, Mr. Williams. Emily, you can stay, for now. But consider this your final warning." Emily looked at Mr. Williams, tears streaming down her face. "Thank you," she whispered. Mr. Williams nodded. "Kindness is what defines us, not our mistakes." As Mr. Williams was escorted to a private office to complete his deposit, the remaining customers and employees couldn't stop talking about what had just happened. The lesson was clear. Never judge a book by its cover, and always strive to show humanity,